There's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Sengun out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19th.
Lillard against Van Vliet. Thompson with the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Stolen by Thompson. Outside, Green. Pass to Sengun. Out to Brooks. Got it. Good job in the low post. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. And he drives in, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And it's good for 2.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Here's Brooks driving to the basket.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Give them another round of applause, fans. Lillard against Thompson. Lillard dishes to Lopez. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Nice shot by Brooks. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers. Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dillon Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Second team foul. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Here's Green, and falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Lillard. Good work there as it goes. Lillard's got 7 points.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Green with the ball. Working on Prince. Thompson misses.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking, adept at using that length to alter shots. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Porter subbed in for Taurean Prince. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Fred VanVleet. Lillard outside. Inside. Sims kicks to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Whitmore. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm balling?
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Lillard. And then for Houston, Şengün comes in for Adams. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Green.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porter passes to Portis. No good on the triple. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Eason finds Smith. Back to Eason. Smith sets the pick for Eason. With 2 seconds left, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Pass to Kuzma. And stolen by Eason. Whitmore with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Şengün. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's stolen by Eason. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Aaron Holiday. Bucks trail by 8. Giannis, a screen on VanVleet. Porter passes to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need need a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Bucks. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Prince subbed in for Jackson. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Lopez. The shot by Thompson, no good. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Şengün, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Rockets pull it in. Easton passes to Thompson. Prince against Easton. Pass to Şengün. Out to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Porter. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. Off with the layup. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And that one's good by Porter.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Kevin Porter. The Rockets also changing it up. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Green in for Alperen Şengün. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Lopez inside, working on Smith. Lopez, no luck. Thompson finds Green. Brooks outside. It's tipped, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Green with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Green, the pass to Smith. 5 to shoot. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Releases from 15. Prince can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Brooks. Van Vliet against Lopez. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Lopez passes to Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Brooks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second.
You just will not outcompete Lillard. Plays the game with such passion. Dame coming up big on defense.
Crafty move. There's the drive, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up, and this is his second trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Eason gets a wide open look. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we finished one half of basketball. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Out to Kuzma. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kuzma's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
Van Vliet finds Şengün. Count it. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Şengün. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Rockets leading by 5. Pass to Green. And Thompson kicks to Green. Houston moving the ball around. Brooks with no one around. Off target with his 3. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kuzma outside. Lillard scanning the floor. To the middle, just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. One-on-one fast break. Here's Brooks. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Prince kicks to Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Şengün with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's Thompson. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Trent's checked in for Milwaukee. Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. Bucks trail by 5. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo inside. Şengün covering. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Thompson against Prince. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
3 points.
Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
For Houston, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. They get the rebound. Here's Prince, and it's all evened up.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A miss that time would have put him up. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Outside, Green. In the corner, it's Eason. Off target from three-point range. Guys, it's been all about Fred Van Vliet for Houston. He delivered. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Houston. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Holiday in at the point. Here's Antetokounmpo. Great defense that time from Şengün. Rockets leading by 3. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Eason's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Rockets. The Bucks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Puts it up off the inbound. Trent with the wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Bucks making a switch here. Prince is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Van Vliet's checked in. Smith in the posts. Antetokounmpo's there. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Back to Portis. Giannis kicks to Portis. Porter passes to Antetokounmpo. No luck. Houston in the lead. Van Vliet on the wing. Fires from deep. The Rockets with another miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter. And then for Houston, Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Green in for Whitmore.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Thompson finds Green and stolen by Lillard. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and the double up Antetokounmpo. Prince. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rockets leading by 3. Pass to Van Vliet. Thompson up top, covered by Lillard. The shot by Thompson, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Count that one.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
For Houston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Şengün with a wide open look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Lillard against Thompson. Here's Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Some nice passing there by Houston. Brooks misses. Bucks trail by 3. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter. Şengün against Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. Prince double teamed. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Over Şengün. Lopez, no luck. Houston leading by 3. Here's Thompson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Normally he drains that.
Here's Lopez. The shot off that time. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Prince against Green. Prince kicks to Kuzma. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Şengün. Thompson with it. Lillard picks him up. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Taking the 2 shot.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Lopez. And here's Prince outside. Here's Kuzma. Kicks it out to Lillard. Now here's Prince. The 3. Şengün with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 14.
Another day, another dollar. Was them? I be stunting like a big timer. Was them? Another night. Was them? She give you drama. Was them? If you see me, just give me a holler. Was them? You need more.